Hi Aquarius, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to your December reading. My name is Linda. I've already shuffled the decks and thrown your spread down for this reading. And what we have here is where you are now. This is the challenge you face, the resources you can use, hidden forces, potential outcome. Okay, and we're going to take one rune here to learn more about what the spiritual lesson is in your situation at the moment. Let's take this one. All right. You have 3 major arcana cards here out of the 5. Temperance reversed and the World. Alright, so let's get straight into it. This doesn't feel great, I must admit. I'm just quickly looking up what this rune is to give me a fuller picture, because I kind of feel everything here, but I want to know what this is about. Okay. So I'm going to read that straight out to you, because it's basically the point of the reading, I feel. So this rune is called Kinaz, and it represents beacon or torch, but this is the upright position. So in your reading, it's actually in reverse, and the reversal meaning of this rune is disease, breakup, instability, lack of creativity, nakedness, exposure, loss of illusion, and false hope. Okay, sounds kind of heavy. The cards here as well are basically giving that exact energy. That's pretty much what I was tuning into. It's like this feeling here of something has gone awry and it feels painful. It feels a dissonance. There's a feeling of some disappointment. There's some emotion there as well. There's a feeling of, I almost want to say failure. I know that sounds pretty heavy, but I do feel that energy here, I'm afraid to say. There's a feeling of failure, a feeling of lack of inspiration, feeling of stagnancy. These 2 cards here have very much stagnant energy in them. Temperance reversed, Magician reversed, with the World here. It could be for some of you that I don't feel another energy in this reading, to be honest. I'm not feeling another person. There could be a breakup here for some of you, but all these cards here are just giving me your energy. And what I'm feeling here is that, yeah, this feeling of the Magician reversed here is giving me this feeling of failure or lack of ability to manifest or complete the task that you had set for yourself, or the goals that you had set to attain. The World card in the second position of this reading is talking about what your challenge is, and how it seems to me is that something has ended or needs to end, is close to ending, and the challenge for you is to actually close out that cycle and move on. Because what I'm feeling here is that some of you are like feeling so frustrated by the lack of resolution or the lack of completion of something here that you want to keep trying. But the message here is actually to just accept things for how they are and for the way they've played out, and let the book close. Let the chapter end. Let it be what it is. Just let it be what it is. Stop trying to revive it. Stop trying to make it work, or stop trying to... Man, this message sounds super harsh. Let me just check myself for a second here. Hang on. Because that message that was coming through there felt incredibly strong, and maybe like I'm kind of like trying to shit on your dream or something. It's not that at all. What I'm picking up on here is this energy of there's like a refresher or a regenerative energy that's trying to come in. But it's almost like, you know, when a plant has got like yellow leaves on it, and you keep trying to feed the plant hoping that the yellow leaves will turn green again, but they're not going to. They're not going to change back to green. It's better you just pick those leaves off the plant and let the chi of the plant go into making that plant be stronger, and making the plant that is trying to grow, that can actually produce life, to do so. If you leave those dead leaves on there and hope that the plant will bring those leaves back to life, it actually will diminish the life force of the plant to actually feed and grow the parts of the plant that aren't working. Do you get what I'm saying? This 4 of Swords in the reverse in the position of what resources you can use. I feel like the message here is to, again, let it be. Rest in the space of whatever the accomplishment is, or whatever the point of the journey is that you're on now. Just accept that for what it is and be okay with it. And give yourself now the chance to rest and recover and regenerate, so that you can actually move into a fresh space where new possibilities exist without all the baggage of this. There's so much mental energy here that just kind of feels a little stuck. I heard claustrophobic there. There's a stagnancy here because this situation is how it is, and you either haven't accepted it yet for being the way that it is, and you're trying to still find solutions by thinking about what you should do about it, and it's not going to get you anywhere, it feels. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to apologize for saying that. I'm just reading the energies, guys. This Eight of Cups in the last position of the reading, potential outcome. The Eight of Cups in this deck is called Stagnation. This is the Voyager Tarot for anyone that's interested. It's one of my favorite decks. It has DNA on the back. It's like a cross section of DNA. Anyway, Eight of Cups in this deck is called Stagnation, and it has this feeling of like I've been talking about this need for regeneration, right? It's like you can't keep trying to put life into something that's actually already gone past the point of being able to be revived. I feel like I'm repeating myself. The Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot, in the Rider-Waite deck, and in a lot of other decks, you have this image of a person in a red cape with the Seven Cups stacked in the front of the card, and this figure is kind of walking away up into the mountains. So the message is often moving on, walking away, seeking for greater, that kind of an energy. The astrology of the Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, for anyone that's studying astrology and understands about that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've said everything that there is to say here. Let me see if there's any kind of like final message that can come through here. I'm hearing gold. If that's relevant to you, please leave a comment. There's this overwhelming feeling here of the desire for accomplishment being maybe more important to you than whatever the task is. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like there's this feeling of you just really wanted to win. You really wanted to win. You really want to win this one. You really want to like have that feeling of crossing the finish line and completing and being first. And there's this like kind of attachment to what you perceive would be the happiness that would come from that. And maybe that's something that you actually need to let go of more than maybe whatever this thing is that hasn't been accomplished or achieved. It's the feeling that you wanted that you aren't able to achieve right now that you maybe need to let go of. Like, listen, failure is like the best education you can get. Like, don't even sweat it. Like, it's literally not as important as you think it is right now. It's not. Let it go, move on. That's the message that keeps coming through so loud. I'm almost ready to turn this camera off because I'm tired of hearing it. It's like, move on. All right, my dear Aquarius friends, thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.